time for baseball on MLB Network. Game number 3 of this new season between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Cincinnati Reds. Alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and guys, the Cards have played well in the series so far, winning the first 2 in this 3-game set.
Yeah, and to sweep this team right here would be a huge momentum boost. It is not easy to sweep a series. I don't care if it's 3 games or 4 games. I think back to Bobby Cox. His big thing was you just want to win series. 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4. But when you have a chance to sweep a team, you have to take advantage of it.
Luis Castillo is on the mound for the Reds in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
We're looking at one of the top pitchers in the league right now. ERA just above 3 last year, which is saying something. This guy commands the strike zone. He's not afraid to throw strike one, controls the running game. A real solid pitcher, and if he pitches like he did last year, expect more of the same in this campaign.
And now in the box, Tommy Edman. He will lead this one off today. First offering on its way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike 1. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty, this team has taken it on the chin the first 2 games of this series, getting blown out in each game. They need a better effort in this one.
No doubt about it. I think things haven't gone their way, and this is the time to turn things around now, Giro. It's been an ugly series up to this point, and they need to turn it around pronto today.
Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Mark, how do they go about breaking out the brooms on the road?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Now the first pitch. Shot down the line. It's a fair ball. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Standing in now, Tyler O'Neill, as he lines it out to center. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. And he is in there.
That is good. The first baseman.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Left fielder looking up. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A 2-run home run off the bat of Paul Goldschmidt. Second home run early in the year as the Redbirds have taken a 2-0 lead.
2 home runs in 3 days. I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado.
The third baseman.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded back up the middle. Farmer brings it in. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Home half of the first coming up from Great American Ballpark. It's now 2-0 St. Louis. Dakota Hudson gets the start for St. Louis in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy had a real solid season last year. ERA under 3 on the year, which is pretty good in this day and age of high scoring and a lot of home runs. Let's see if he can duplicate that year and make this one just as good. It'll be interesting to see how he pitches in this one today.
First pitch on the way. Chopper to short. Fielded cleanly, and a good throw gets him one gone.
Batting second, the left
For
fielder.
the moment here in Cincy, let's take a glance at the Reds starting lineup in this one. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, the key in this one for this lineup is they got to stay staunch in the middle of the plate. They can't start swinging at everything, or this guy will abuse them. He'll start flipping up the rosin bag. They have to sit over those 17 inches and hold to that.
Now here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Hudson has found success in his career at limiting base hits. He usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty V, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when you're a starting pitcher. Walks and giving up many base hits per 9 innings. This guy keeps the ball in play, doesn't give up a lot of hits, doesn't walk very many batters, and when you do that, it's a good recipe for success, and it's worked for him so far in his career.
Well, the key for him on the mound is to keep the ball down. Certainly, hollow of the knee or lower. Sinker changeup guy, if he's going to succeed against this lineup, he's got to keep the ball down.
Count is 1-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Here he comes again, 1-2.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Now another 1-2. Fastball just missed above the zone.
I got the count.
Well, two straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come in feeling good as they're 2-0 to start the new year.
Yeah, Matty B, they've come out guns a-blazing so far in this series. Won the first 2 games of this series in blowout fashion. Nothing they'd like more than to win Game 3 of this series and continue their hot winning ways.
Yeah, Dan, there's been a fight at the bat rack. They've really come alive on the offensive side and look to continue that today.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left.
There's the heavy sinker right there. What makes that pitch so difficult to hit is not only does it change eye levels, it actually changes plane. You go to hit it at one position, and it's 6 to 8 inches dropping off the table and chasing your hands.
Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. Reds are down in order. They trail things here 2-0. And stepping in, Demetrius Lewis. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon.
For me, this is an important add-on inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it, but keeping the pressure on, building that lead, that's how you bury someone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually, hitters, they don't stand a chance.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. On a line, that's a base hit.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Yadi Molina digging in now. Line hard to center field. Naquin is there. 2 gone.
Batting ninth, the right fielder, number 3, Dylan Carlson.
Next, it'll be Dylan Carlson. Here's the first pitch. A 1 pitch on its way. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Bader is off of first with 2 away. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Naquin's under it. And that will end the inning. Cards leave one, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Joey Votto. Pitch on the way. And here is strike one call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And one thing that would certainly help their cause in going for the sweep is if they can break out the big bats like they did yesterday. Several home runs in that ball game.
It's not easy to hit home runs with this day and age with guys throwing with increased velocity. They were knocking the ball out of the ballpark all day yesterday. They'd like to save a couple of those and use them in this game today.
And they're off to a good start today, obviously, having already jumped out to the early lead.
This one isn't in the books yet, but when you're going for the sweep and you have a nice lead like they do early on here, things are looking awfully good for the sweep department.
And this is swung on and missed by Votto, and he's retired for the first out.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his fifth strikeout in this series alone.
Mike Moustakas.
Third baseman Mike Moustakas now. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. And Now pitch on the way. Off-speed pitch, just missed inside.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Here comes the 1-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Tyler Naquin swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
It's fouled away.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Fouled away. The next 0-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So a pitching clinic there as he sets him down in order, all via the punch out. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Third set to get underway, and standing in as the switch hitting second baseman, Tommy Edman. First pitch on its way. Softly on the line to third. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The batter, the shortstop, Edmundo Sosa.
Now at the plate is Edmundo Sosa. He doubled his last time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
1 out, nobody on. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time? That's pretty much what he did right there.